Gotta get rid of some of this shit on my phone. I never delete the videos that I make, so I should do that before it start piling up. But anyways, I was frustrated as hell today because yesterday they suspended my account and they want the Facebook. They want me to do something stupid. They want me to send them a picture of my ID of some kind, of any kind, to them. I gave them like a shitty old expired volunteer ID, and because it didn't have my picture on it, I thought it would. I swear maybe it fell off, but because it didn't have my picture on it, they don't want to take it. So I don't want to get a new Facebook, but it's so asinine, getting a new one. But I already have a new one, but it's just it's too asinine with Facebook, and it's because I got suspended like 6 times. They want me to. They want to put me on some type of leverage to where if I act up, I'll get in trouble or something. But they win. They win. I'll just get a new Facebook. Okay, I'll just use my secondary Facebook account and post shit on there. I mean, hey, if they don't want me to post, they can. I don't mind. They can take away my posting privileges. I don't give a shit. And that's probably what I'll just ask them. It's like, hey, if I can't post anything, I'm okay with it. I don't care about posting shit anymore. I don't care about debating people. I don't, you know, if you want to take away my messaging privileges, my posting privileges, my liking privileges, go ahead, take it. At least keep. At least I want my account still. But anyways, I was on Facebook before it got all bullshitty, and I'm looking at I wouldn't even say he's a friend, but there's a dude named Alejandro, and he's talking about white pride, and he pulled up this stupid meme about how insensitive. It's that conservative bullshit of how it's so all this minority privilege of how come Muslims, blacks, gays, no, it didn't have gays, why blacks, Muslims. I forgot the other bullshit that he put up there, and it was a little bullshit argument about why is it okay for Asians too? Why is it okay for people to celebrate their racial pride, and it's not fair for whites to do the same? And I'm like looking at you like, what, dude? Ain't you a Latino cat? I'm like, what you bitching and moaning about white pride for? And he makes this long. He made this long ass post about the importance of white pride and why it's okay, and that Europeans and whites did the niggers. He didn't use the N word. He wanted. I can tell he wanted to, but they gave the blacks and Asians, you know, colonialism, and he literally thanked colonialism for you know giving um, primitive nations technology, as if black people couldn't come up with their own shit. And he's going on this long diatribe, this long shit of you know be grateful for the whites that took over. They did us a favor. Colonialism did the niggas a favor. The Xbox you playing with, that's because of white people making trades and deals with Asians. And be grateful because if it wasn't for these good whites taking your black ass out of Africa, you wouldn't be here in the United States. You wouldn't even be playing the Xbox. I'm like, I would never trade an Xbox or PlayStation for black empowerment. You out of your fucking mind with that. But that's why I never trusted these Latino cats, especially these what Tariq would say nigga nerds, and that's basically what he is. He's an anime type Negro. Yeah, I'm looking at this fool. I really wanted to slap him. I really wanted to debate him, but I was like, I thought about it, but then again, I was like, damn, I don't want to get in trouble again, and I'm gonna just unfriend them. It's too much. It's too much, and I don't need any more heat on my Facebook. Debating somebody. I'm just gonna unfriend them, and I just unfriended them. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. To people like that. And the thing is, he's actually dated two black women. He dated a friend. She ended up hating him, and then he ended up dating her friend, who was black. And I'm looking at this shit like, God, this nigga has like a couple of black female friends, and I'm like looking at this shit like, how are you dating a black woman? For God's sakes. Surely she's a coon too. But I'm looking at this shit like, yeah, she has to have known his racist diatribes, and he's made another post. He was mad at that gay conscious dude Gonzo or whatever his name is, and he called him a faggot or some shit, and he called him a cunt, and he was just fuck the Black Lives Matter, you black supremacist cunt. Be grateful you're in America, but let, let white folks question his whiteness. Ain't you a Latino? Shouldn't you be in Mexico? You wetback, Then he's gonna be bitching and moaning about how come I'm being mistreated because of my name. It's like, oh, now you bitching that you have a minority status, huh? I get tired of these motherfuckers, man. That's why I don't have nerdy friends, because I notice a lot of these motherfuckers, even if they're black, they really have a racist mentality, and they're really either racist as hell or coons. And I'm just sitting at the back, and I'm seeing a lot of this shit unfold. And that's why I don't have like nerd friends. I don't hang out with those dudes. They're very weird. And I've met a white dude. It was 2 years ago, and I'm at the game room at my school, and my friend was talking about giving me his PlayStation 4, and I was like, okay, I'll give you 200 for it. Um, this white kid, this nerdy white kid out of nowhere comes out. He's like, "Oh, you're getting a PlayStation 4 for 200? What a steal!" I'm like, "Okay, buzz off, dude." And he comes back again, and it's like he keeps getting in the way of general conversation that I have with my friend. And then he makes this like stupid ass um, comment that I'm a thief and that I would steal some shit. I'm like, what the like? Cause I think he could be a thief because of his dreads or some shit. And I'm looking at this dude like, I really want to punch you in your face, but I know you're gonna bitch and moan and cry, so I ain't gonna do it. It's like, yeah, this is the main reason why I don't fuck with these nerdy dudes, because they're very slick. They're very slick, and they do that little worm privilege where, they will cower and play victim when convenient. Oh, don't punch me in my face. You fucking nigger, you couldn't do it. Oh, no, 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 don't punch me in my face. Even though he wasn't that extreme, and I get tired of those type of white racist nerds, that can't really do anything but shoot up a school, and they can't deal with the issues like a man, you know. And this Alejandro cat, man, he said a lot of dumb shit on his post. He was talking. He brought up, when he brought up colonialism, I was like really angry with that shit, because he doesn't know shit about colonialism, especially if you're from the Caribbean and you're from Africa. The colonialism is a motherfucker, because you're dealing with a whole bunch of issues. You're dealing with blacks versus Indians, and blacks versus Asians, black versus mixed, you know, blacks versus who are mixed with white and black mixed with white and Asian. And it's not a funny thing. It's very, it's very difficult, and especially when you're living under a colonial system that practice apartheid, and you getting your ass whooped was justified because you looked at a motherfucker wrong or something like that. And I really got angry with that shit. Like, colonialism isn't funny, and it's not something that anybody is proud of or should be proud of. And like I said before, I'm not gonna trade my Africanness or in black my my stance on blackness for a fucking Xbox. I can give less than a shit about video games or an Xbox not being able to be imported to a certain black country. I don't care. I can give less than a shit about that. I ain't gonna sell out my people for a fucking game or whatever name brand clothes or shit that's coming out. He talks about you know Europeans brought creativity. They brought the European industry. They made inventions, and I'm like, oh god. Once he made the inventions, I almost wanted to give him Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. I almost wanted to do. I was about to say, fuck it. I have $100 for you. I'm buying every single Hidden Colors for you. I almost wanted to do it, but I'm like, yet again, like I'm not wasting my energy on idiots, man. I'm done debating these white supremacists or these coons or Negro bedwenches on Facebook. The block is already hot for me, and I ain't trying to make it worse. So, you know, I let you in on that. I let you in on that. I don't even see how he's dating a black woman, but then again, a lot of these nigger nerds, like Tariq Nasheed would call them, a lot of them have that, you know, I love the essence of being a black woman, but I hate black people. They have that, or they just feel intrigued by white supremacy. They like it because it's like a polar opposite of them, and they're trying to wonder, like, you hate black people so much, but why do you like me? And they have to intellectualize that bullshit, you know. But I'm gonna end this video right here, so I'll catch you guys later.